In this overview, we will cover the prerequisites for onboarding the application, what one needs prior to onboarding the application, and the best practices. Several prerequisites must be met to utilize the Velocity Accelerator effectively. We need to ensure that the Boardwalk Velocity server is set up. This entails collaborating with the IT department, who will subsequently furnish you with a URL and login credentials required for accessing the Velocity server. Ensure the line of business and business unit are also configured in Velocity Server. To be able to access the application once it has been on board, users will need access to the application, hence they need to be set up too. The application being uploaded will have certain roles, for example a role of contributor who is responsible for the data content, maker who takes the data and puts it together in the application, an approver whose role is approve the content put together by the maker. Hence, identify the roles for the application and then get this set up. Understanding the application being on board is also important. What are the critical factors that one needs to focus on when onboarding? Next, before we onboard the application, there are a few steps. Create a dedicated folder for the application to be exported. Copy all the prepped file to this EUC folder. Access the Boardwalk Velocity portal. Download the Velocity Accelerator template. Configure the EUC role mapping sheet. Here are a few best practices that are recommended. Ensure all other Excel workbooks are closed while exporting the application using the accelerator. Though password-protected workbooks are supported, it is recommended to save all workbooks without passwords for smooth exporting. Make sure files that need to be exported are only present in the EUC folder selected for onboarding. Avoid linked files or objects inside your EUC Excel models. Though #n/a and #value are also exported, it is recommended to evaluate the same before export. Any linked files in an external formula will also be exported during the onboarding process. For macros that perform insert, delete, or copy rows, it is advisable to use the Boardwalk Velocity template's right-click menu functions. Make sure the first data row of export has the correct formatting to ensure that your template is formatted correctly. In the upcoming video, we will explore how to ascertain the Velocity plugins are installed.